News broke last week from the Wall Street Journal that the FBI raid of Mar-A-Lago was prompted by an informant, a mole. It gave some information to the FBI indicating that these documents would be at Mar-A-Lago. So obviously there's lots of speculation about who it is, and Mary Trump has a theory about that. But first, let's go ahead and look a little bit into this story kind of as it was originally reported. The FBI search, reading from CNN, of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence on Monday was prompted by a tip to investigators about the possibility of additional classified documents at the Palm Beach Club, according to a Wall Street Journal report. CNN previously reported that investigators from the FBI and the DOJ met with Trump attorneys at Mar-a-Lago in June, seeking more information about classified material that had been taken to Florida after Trump departed the White House. Following that meeting, where investigators looked around the room where the documents were being stored, the Wall Street Journal reports that someone familiar with the stored papers told investigators there may be still more classified documents at the private club beyond what Trump turned over to the National Archives earlier this year. So, there's an informant, there's a mole in the White House, as people say. Very interesting, big story, and caused a lot of people to wonder who that might be. And Mary Trump thinks, well, I'll just let her say it.
According to the reporting, there is a Mar-a-Lago mole. Guesses? Do you have any idea who benefits the most by Donald Trump going?
And of course, Mary Trump is the niece of Donald Trump.
To prison. There's so many.
There are, so it's so tough to choose. I want it to be all of them. You know, I think we need to start with who would have access to this stuff. I don't think Mark Meadows would have access to it.
No, I don't either.
I think we need to look very hard at why Jared got $2 billion. We needed to look very hard at why he has been so quiet for so many months now. And we need to think about who could also be implicated in this that would need as big a play as turning Donald in order to get out of trouble, or at least to mitigate the trouble they're in. It sounds like somebody in Jared's position. I'm not saying it's Jared, but
it's Jared.
It could be.
Okay, so it sounds like she's leaning towards Jared Kushner, which would make sense to me. It doesn't seem like he's actually full ride or die for his father, just more self-interested than that. And so the idea of him turning in his father, if it was beneficial to him, is very interesting. But obviously she indicated a theory that I'm going to look more into, and I'll only report on it if there's substantial information or reason to believe this might be the cause of the investigation and possibly what Trump was hoping to do with the documents, and that is something related to Saudi Arabia, them funding significantly Jared Kushner's business endeavors after Trump's time, and that possibly relating to documents that Trump had. But again, I don't do that level of speculation or do anything close to conspiracy until I have a lot of information, which makes it not a conspiracy, obviously. That's just kind of a rule I have. So I'll wait to speculate on that until more reporting is done on it for sure. But interesting, Mary Trump thinking it's Jared Kushner. Could that be true? Let me know what you think in the comments. Does it seem like he's the most likely person to have tipped off the FBI to his father-in-law? I think I might have said father, but father-in-law is his actual title. And is that what caused the, at the end of the day, caused the raid to happen? Interesting stuff.